morning, good morning. Good morning. Good morning, Tamika. Rise and shine, get up. It's time to, Kathleen, good morning. All right, good morning, Susan. I was thinking about you all this morning when I came up with today's message. Listen, the baby chicks they're the cutest. I mean, this is a whole new world for me getting into chickens and all, but it was cool. It was cool holding them. And Kathleen speeding next to me. So, there's this, it was just amazing to see, knowing they were just born. Amanda, good morning. Thanks for joining. And it was just amazing to see them. Knowing that there's even more coming, I'm really excited about that. Philly Moms Club, welcome. Enjoy your scopes. If you're not following Philly Moms Club, jump on, follow her. She does some really great scopes on different things, all matters relating to moms and all that good stuff. So, all right, listen, I'm excited today for lots of different reasons. And, I was thinking about life. And you know how, if you ever gone to like Vegas or a casino or something, and you get on the table, they give you all the odds. You can Google like different gambling games and they give you the odds. And I'm not a person that likes to gamble, with money, because I think there's a lot of better uses for it. But every now and then I'll go and I'll play and, spend a couple dollars or whatever, just, to do it. That being said, the odds really are never in your favor when you gamble at a casino or, you scratch off lottery tickets or whatever you may be doing. The odds are not in your favor. But I was thinking about that saying about the odds, and how it applies to life. Stick with me here. The odds are actually in your favor in life, but you just have to know where to find them. You have to know where to apply them. So often we've gone through this life, I think, many times, and people we learn how to conform, and we learn how to be a part of what is supposed to be, how things are supposed to go. And so when we start buying into this script that someone else hands us for life on how things are supposed to be, I think we put ourselves actually at a disadvantage, because we then become regular. I realize this. I'm pretty much like allergic to regular. I'm allergic to being just like everyone else. Why? Because once you do that, once you buy into just being like everyone else, you lose what's special about you. You lose the opportunity to stand out. You lose the opportunity to be this unique presence, because you lose this opportunity to be this unique presence. Why? Because now you've just taken on the image of everyone else. And you lose that thing that causes you to stand out. You lose your shine, because now you've hidden your shine. And I am back. And so you lose your shine. But there's something that's in your favor, that's in your life, and if you apply it, it will change your world. And I call it your inner oddball. Your inner oddball that's that special place, that unique thing about you. It could be the way your voice squeaks when you laugh. It can be anything. Well, thank you for saying that. You start to look at your life. That thing that makes you odd, that is in your favor. The odds are in your favor. The more odd things that you can come up with about yourself and you see about yourself, those are the things that are in your favor. Thanks for inviting your followers. Those things are in your favor. So often we're trying to hide those things and disguise them. And, I don't want to look so weird because, people will laugh at me. It's when people start to laugh at you that you know what, you're going along in the right way. Because people are telling you, what are you doing there? What do you know about that? You're so weird, you're so goofy, you're so odd. The odds are in your favor. Start to find those odd things within you, because those things cause you to stand out. Once you find them, once you start developing them, you can start nurturing them, you start growing them, you start using them in your favor. Listen, for my whole life, I've never been so tall. I thought I was going to hit a growth spurt, and it has never happened. So I'm not the tallest guy in the world. But guess what? I now have figured out I can use that in my favor. Why? Because children like me. Why? Because I'm down at their level. And guess what? It works. And so, people aren't intimidated by me because I'm not very, very, very tall. If I was too tall, people might be threatened by me. But I figured out, you know what? I'm fun size. I'm fun size. I can plug into basically any environment and people are all right with me because I'm fun size. And that's all right. I wanted to be tall. I wanted to be, 6'1", 6'2", 6'3", but it wasn't in my cards, Nothing in my cards. It's not in my cards to be that tall. So I have to learn that, part of my inner oddball is, me being short. Susan, on the other hand, Susan's tall. Susan has legs for days, arms. Susan's tall. She walks into a room, she has a presence because she's tall. But guess what? That's her inner oddball. That's her part of her zone. That causes Susan to stand out. And so we all have our different things. And so when she walks in, she has a different presence. She puts on a pair of heels and everything like that. Boom, Susan walks in, people see her. And so we have our different things that make us odd. But when we try to avoid them, when we try to, kind of downplay it, we end up losing, we end up disguising that special part about us that we were made to use in our advantage. You have a unique advantage. Your unique advantage is everything about you. Everywhere that you are, you have a unique advantage. Why? Because no one else can be you. No one. No one else can do it like you. Like I said, I was watching Philly Moms Club the other day, and she was talking about, how she takes takes Easter candy, and she separates it all, and she makes all these different, like she gets rid of some of it so her kids aren't eating candy all year because it's winter, and, she doesn't want her kids going off the chain in the house. And she said she had all these different ways of breaking it up. Just a useful resource. And I was watching and just liking the video and hitting the hearts because I was enjoying her presentation of just mom skills and mom application of what moms do. And I'm sure at some point somebody might have said, oh, that's not needed. Oh, that's kind of weird. But that's her inner oddball. And her inner oddball had me captivated. No, my friend, Jennifer, who you saw the chickens. Have you seen the baby chickens the other day? That's Jennifer and her husband. They are like these amazing scientists. They do pharmacy and all this great stuff, but they have this passion for animals and little chickens and all this stuff. And so you begin to get around people who are starting to discover their inner oddball, and as you get around them, all this oddness starts to work in your favor. So now at the ranch, I don't know anything about chickens. I know I have a vision to help people. I have a vision to use animals and this environment to help people. And then somebody comes along and says, I know how to do that. I'll do that. I'll do that part. And so when you start to get around people that have found their oddness, then odd starts to work in your favor. It starts to work. You start to put it all together, and before long, your oddness, all these odd people who have found their odd things, their inner oddball, now start to get together, and there's this unique situation starting to happen, which is producing life, which is producing opportunity. And when you have this situation, special things can happen. We look at the computers that we use or the cars that we drive. Odd people got together and decided they decided they were going to create. Oh, thanks so much. They decided they were going to create things to help people or do something. And it's so weird. Who thought of this stuff? Just weird people. But before long, these weird people push past the obstacles. And you know what? And then their idea made it into the earth. And odd people start to hang around other odd people. And you begin to start talking about dreams. I remember thinking a while back about the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. How weird is that? But that wasn't thought of by children. That was thought of by adults who were odd, who were thinking, who were just being creative. Turtles who mutate and become ninjas. That is so weird. It's so dumb. But guess what? All these kids were impacted by the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles because people got together with their inner oddball and just began dreaming. Just began thinking. Outside of, people ask me, hey, you think so out of the box. I respond, I didn't even know I had a box. Like, who gave me? I don't see a box. There's no box for me to think of. I'm just going to think as expansive as I want to. There are no boxes. This imaginary box that you think that you're thinking outside of doesn't even exist. There's no box limiting you. All you have to do is open up your mind. Begin to look at nature. Begin to look at life and think about just how weird it is. I was looking at the horses the other day. Huge animals. They're huge. And they stand on these little skinny legs. That's so weird. But guess what? They're there and it works. And if you begin to dream. I'm just trying to tell you, people, begin to dream until you begin to smile. Dream yourself into a smile. If you haven't started smiling about your dreams, you're not happy enough about it, you haven't dreamed enough about it. Begin to dream about it. You know that relationship that you want to have, the romance? Begin to think about it until you begin sitting by yourself to smile about it. When you find your smile about something, oh, now that's when you're on the right track. That's where you want to be. You want to find that smile when you find your inner oddball. And when you do, special things will start to happen. At first, you got to protect it. You can't let everybody know, because some people are inner oddball killers. They're dream killers. But once you get it, once you start seeing it, once it becomes alive to you, and you start to get around the right people, listen to what people say. Listen to find the inner oddball in other people. And when you do, and you see it's kind of safe, start telling them about your stuff. Share some of your inner oddball with them. And it'll bring them to life. And then they'll start sharing some more with you. And before you know it, you just have an odd conversation going on that's working in your favor. Odd conversations work in your favor. See, this moment right now is working in your favor. I will come back soon. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate you being on this morning. Thanks for the encouragement. And so, these odd conversations are working for you. They are actually working. Right now, there are words going into your mind that are beginning to work. They're taking root. They're digging up doubt, and they're planting some hope. And that's what we need each other for. We need that. We need to become this community of hope. We need to become this atmosphere of hope and empowerment where we grow and help others grow. And it's so available. And so that's what I want to share. My challenge to you today is that you will look at yourself. Understand that you have an inner oddball, and find the odd parts about you that will work in your favor. Because they will. They will. Find the thing that makes you smile. Keep thinking about it. Keep thinking about it. Keep thinking about it. Let it become real to you. Start designing it. Start sketching it out. Start finding pictures of everything that you can find. Just surround your mind and surround your atmosphere with this hope. And watch what happens. Good things are going to happen. I love you all. Accept the challenge. Begin to look for your inner oddballs and write them down. Oh, this is odd about me. Oh, yep, this is odd. People would think this is odd about me. Just write them down. Write them down. Write them down. Write them down. Keep a list of things that make you odd. And then pretty soon you'll begin to start to put them together, and it'll work in your favor. I love you all very much. Go out today and dominate life.